isn't us.
Let me ask you something. What has been us done for us?
All this money we dey make, if we no oppress them, press their neck, let's say again,
You get millions wey you no fit account for. You get properties worth millions, assets worth millions. My guy, you're wicked. You don't gas.
make sure you don't lose her.
Yes, boss.
You dey share for me?
Your mother.
I be street boy.
That's enough, Inspector.
Just like me, you self na criminal.
Just keep breathing. What?
So what's up, my people? Welcome back to the KingKesy No Filter Zone YouTube podcast, where we'll break down stories, series, and real life situations with raw perspective and no filters. This is the No Filter Zone. Yeah, today we're diving into To Kill a Monkey. I guess everyone has seen the movie. Everyone has seen the new movie trending on Netflix. It's a new Nigerian Netflix crime thriller that's got everyone talking. But I'm not here for the hype. I'm here for the heart, the betrayal, and the brutal lessons men need to start learning. You understand me? So let's get into this, guys. Now, the first person I'll be talking about, which is my favorite person, introducing Efemini. First off, let's talk about Efemini, or let's say Ife. This guy is more than a character, actually. You know, it's a mirror. He's a mirror of a brilliant mind backed into a corner. The system failed him, like most of us, or like most Nigerians. The system fails him. Life demands from him a very big lot, and he breaks that first boundary, joining the cybercrime game to support his family. Now, I know most men can relate to this. I know most underage, let's say, most coming up men can relate to this. And I also know you want to do right by your people. But what happens when doing right means doing wrong? Which shows the ethical. It's just a thin line of ethical behavior or ethical understanding. So what happens when doing right means doing wrong? What happens when putting others first starts costing you everything? So now let's look at it. The man versus the machine. What was Efe's biggest mistake? He forgot the one rule men must never forget. You can't pour from an empty cup. Oboz used him. The teacher twisted him. And the women, the ones he thought had his back, they turned when it mattered most. And that's life. That's war. And in war, you don't just fight. You plan. That's why I like watching the American drug movies or crime movies. There's always a backup plan after a backup plan. And there's always a plan against betrayals and default and flaws and all of that. But okay, let's go into this. So now, if he could have flipped the board, he could have played Oboz and the teacher against each other, divide, conquer, and escape. I really wonder why he didn't do that. But no, he kept being the good one in the bad world, and we all know how that ends. Now, the other part is betrayal has no gender. Let me say this and let this be clear. Betrayal has no gender. One of the toughest pills men must swallow is that no matter how loyal, how loving, how sacrificial you are, anyone can switch up. It is a game of life. Anyone can switch up at any time. Have this at the back of your mind, and I'm sure you'll live this life properly well. That's why our loyalty must always start with you. Even in family, even in love, you must not abandon yourself. If his heartbreak wasn't just from the system, it was from realizing that all he fought for didn't fight for him in return. Now, a lot of people say, what would I have done? They would want to put themselves in Ife's shoes. Now, if I was Ife, simple. Leave a boss, yes, but don't walk away quietly. Set teacher in motion, leak info, stir paranoia. Let the monsters fight themselves while I vanish with clean hands and a new identity. That's chess, not checkers. Men, You can fight for your people and still protect your throne. You can be a hero and still play smart. Sacrifice without strategy is just slow suicide. So yeah, what's the lesson to learn from the movie? I would say number one, choose yourself. Love them, yes. Fight for them, yes. Never forget to choose your own self. Never forget to guard your own peace. So now guys, we are done with the review. Comments, whatever your opinions are, everyone is entitled to their opinion. I am an open person and this is No Filter Zone with KingKesy. So drop your thoughts, comment, whatever you want, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember to like, share, and also subscribe for the next post. See you on the next one. Peace.